Hi there, my name's Adam Bushnell and I'm an author, but today I'm not talking to you about stories or books or writing. I've been asked to do a painting activity with you. Now this particular painting activity, I'm not an artist. I don't illustrate my books. I work with lots of very talented artists. There's an illustrator called Liz Million who's got a YouTube channel. You should subscribe to that if you want some top tips for artwork. But what I do like to do when I'm writing is I like to get my mind in the right place, and this painting activity is great for that. It's like a meditation painting activity. The equipment that you're going to need is, you need some fairly decent quality art watercolour paper, which I've got stuck to this whiteboard here. You'll need a paintbrush or two, a thick one and a thinner one. You will need a little pot of water, some oil pastels and a tin of watercolour paint, which my watercolour paint is just one of these ones here. Not the best quality because they're fairly well used, but for this activity it's so simple, you don't need too much paint. And what we're going to create today is an image like this one. It's not a masterpiece, this is just something that's relaxing, therapeutic, and something that everybody can achieve. I've got two koi carp swimming in a pool of water, and that's what we're going to be putting on here. Now, the colour of my fish, I've decided that I want them to be a sort of pinkish colour. And to get us started on this piece of paper, we need to do what looks like a large teardrop. That's the shape that you need to start off with. Then, nearby, a second teardrop shape so that it looks like that. These are the basic outlines of the two fish. After that, I put on two what look like sad mouths, like rainbow shapes, and two on that side, which are going to be the fish's eyes. Then I'm going to put the fish's fins on. So I'm going to put two shapes that look a little bit like horns for the fish's fins. The same on that side, this fish is overlapping that one. And then on the sides of the fish, same thing, some fins. We are drawing horn shapes like so. Now the fins on the fish's back, all we need to do for that is to put a wiggly line down each fish. And then over the top of that, a second even wigglier line. So it looks like we're looking down upon the fish. We can see them in the pool of water, and this is them swimming below us. Now, after that, I'm finished with that coloured oil pastel. They're all the lines, unless you wanted to put some extra detail on the fins, something like that, but you don't have to do that. Next, I'm going to take a black oil pastel and colour in the fish's eyes so that the eyes are white and black and stand out with the vibrant colours on the fish, the reeds and the water. So the black and white eyes are sort of peering up at us while they're swimming through the water. And after that, I'm now finished with that black oil pastel. Next, I'm going to put on some yellow spots. Now, when you paint over the top, the oil pastel resists the watercolour paint, and so these won't be covered up. If you want to, you don't have to use the same colours as me, obviously, you can do whatever colours you want, but in addition to that, you could put multicolours on. I might take another oil pastel, a lighter pink one, and put some shapes and spots like that over the fishes. Okay, next, I'm going to take a green oil pastel, and from the bottom of the piece of paper, I'm going to do some reed shapes going up and behind the fish, like so. If you wanted to put some leaves on there as well, then you can. Or if you want to use different shades of green for the reeds. On the one that I did here, I did two different shades and I put leaves all around like so. And if you want to put leaves on, you could just do basic leaf shapes. You do colour these in, you don't leave them blank. I might, on this one, just put some leaves at the top of each of the reeds, like so. And after that, The last oil pastel I need is a white oil pastel. And in between the fish, in between the reeds, I'm going to put some bubbles and some lines all over, like so, so that it looks as though we've got the movement of the water. Now, you can't really see what I'm doing there. The white oil pastel, if you look very closely, you might be able to see it, but it's difficult to pick it up. It's only when we paint over the top of it that you'll be able to see those white lines. That's all I need to do with the oil pastel. That's that picture ready to paint. So for the painting, I'm going to start off with the larger of the two brushes. I give my brush a decent dunk, just to make sure that it's been cleaned properly. The last person who used it might not have cleaned it properly, so give it a decent dunk. Then I'm going to take some of this darker blue. If I want it to be quite light, I use plenty of water. If I want it to be darker, then I can remove some of that water in the pot, like so. Then start to paint over the top of the oil pastel, going around the fish. And those white marks that I made earlier soon begin to be revealed. The watercolour doesn't cover up the reeds, but I want to avoid getting it on the fishes because I'm going to paint those a different colour. Starting to run out of blue paint a bit, so I'll need to have another dunk. Get rid of that excess water. A little bit of paint, same as last time, get rid of any extra. And I'll just continue to go around the fish like so. It's a bit pale in the middle there, so I've gone back over that again. Then, once I've been right the way around and I've covered the paper, that's when I'm ready to choose which colour I'm going to do for the fish. The oil pastel was a pink colour. To complement that, I think what I'll do is take some red, but make it quite watery so that it looks like a pink colour as well. Give my brush another dunk. Then get some red paint on there. I am going to get rid of the excess water because it'll still be quite pale. If you wanted it darker red, you go back in with some more colour as well. There we have our pink colours. I've gone over the eyes a little bit because the brush I was using was quite big. That was why I had a second brush on standby, so you can pick out some of those details. Never mind. Once I've gone over the big fish, then that's my painting complete. So let's have a little look, see what you think of this. Do you like it? I hope you do. I bet yours would look even better as well. So just to review that equipment, which you can pick up from lots of different places quite cheaply, the Range, the Works, Pound Shop, things like that. You need a pack of oil pastels, some watercolour paint, some fairly decent quality paper. Watercolour paper works best, paintbrushes and a water pot. And you can create your own koi carp, relaxing, mindful picture. They almost look like the yin and yang symbol entwining around each other. I did this quite quickly, it took me about 8 minutes. Take your time with it and then get it stuck on your wall and feel all calm and peaceful with your koi carp. I'll be continuing to tell stories and give top tips for writing on my YouTube channel. I won't be doing much artwork on here, but I hope you enjoyed that anyway. Check out the how to draw the dragon and how to draw the mythical creature clips and videos that are on my YouTube channel too, and let me know how you get on with your pictures too. Okay, thanks a lot. Bye for now.